Thank you and namaste from India. It's a real honor and privilege to be here. It is a privilege to address this gathering of the Alternative for Germany Parliamentary Group at a moment when India and Germany are rediscovering not merely a strategic partnership, but a civilizational connection that stretches back centuries. India and Germany were connected long before modern diplomacy was born, through ideas, philosophy, language, and the human search for meaning. People of German origin first arrived in India in Goa in 1505 as merchants seeking exchange through the spice trade. While colonial powers looked at India as a territory to govern, Germany looked at India as a civilization to understand. As a result, by the 19th century, almost every major German university had a chair of Sanskrit. Friedrich Scheilguil's work in 1808 established the linguistic relationship between Sanskrit and Germanic languages, and Franz Bopp used Panini's Sanskrit grammar of Ashtadhyaya to study the European languages, from Max Muller to Hermann Kuhl, and from Arthur Schopenhauer to Friedrich Nietzsche. Generations of German Indologists and thinkers found inspiration in philosophical in-depths of India's ancient traditions, particularly the Upanishads, and helped preserve and interpret India's intellectual heritage. Perhaps this is why India and Germany today feel less like two distant states and more like two ancient civilizations, rediscovering a familiar conversation in a modern age. Today, that civilization bond has transformed into one of the world's most important strategic partnerships. The rise of India-Germany relations over the last decade reflects the success of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of combining economic reform with proactive diplomacy. Germany today is India's largest trading partner in the European Union, accounting for more than 25% of India's total trade with the EU, and one of India's most important economic and technological partners. Bilateral trade in goods and services crossed the historic milestone of over $50 billion, with bilateral services trade alone having touched $16.6 billion. More than 2,000 German companies now operate in India, employing over 700,000 people in India. Germany has emerged as one of India's top 10 foreign investors, with cumulative investment exceeding $15 billion across sectors ranging from manufacturing and automobiles to renewable energy, chemicals, logistics, and digital technologies. And what is even more remarkable is not simply the scale of trade, it is the transformation in the nature of our relationship. A decade ago, India and Germany were primarily connected through machinery, automobiles, industrial equipment. Today, the partnership extends to semiconductors, artificial intelligence, green hydrogen, advanced manufacturing, clean mobility, aerospace, digital technologies, defense production, and resilient supply chains. The transformation is reflected in the numbers. The two countries signed the India-Germany Semiconductor Ecosystem Partnership in 2026 to deepen the cooperation in the chip design manufacturing, research, and workforce development. Germany has committed 10 billion euros under the Green and Sustainable Development Partnership, making it one of India's most significant partners in renewable energy, green hydrogen, sustainable mobility, and climate technologies. Defense cooperation is also entering a new phase with about $8 billion worth of submarine collaboration on the cards. Germany's strength in microelectronics, precision engineering, and industrial reach are now joining hands with India's scale, talent pool, manufacturing capabilities, and rapidly expanding digital economy. Together, the two countries are moving from a buyer-seller relationship to one based on 3 C's: co-innovation, co-development, and co-production. Germany has increasingly sees India as a trusted democratic partner in an uncertain global order, And India sees Germany not only as a gateway to Europe, but also as a partner in building the industries of the future. And what makes this partnership truly unique is that it is not driven merely by economics. It is rooted in a shared philosophical understanding of humanity itself. India's ancient civilization, the idea of Vasudev Kutumbakam, of seeing the world as one family, resonates deeply with the German philosopher Immanuel Kant. Ideas of cosmopolitanism, a belief in a shared human destiny founded on mutual respect and responsibility. I often wondered how such timeless ideas could be translated into action. It was the desire to bridge philosophy and practice that led me to conceive the NXT Conclave, a platform dedicated to bringing together global leaders and thinkers to shape solutions for our common future. In 2025, the NXT Conclave was inaugurated by the Indian Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi ji. In India, with a very simple but powerful vision to bring the world together, not merely governments and corporations, but thinkers, innovators, policymakers, scientists, entrepreneurs, diplomats, and young leaders from across the world. Because whenever humanity has faced moments of global crisis, whether wars, pandemics, climate change, technological disruptions, or economic instability, solutions have emerged only when humanity came together collectively. NXT was envisioned in precisely that spirit, a platform where the world comes together in India to deliberate, debate, innovate, and collectively shape the future, a platform where discussions on geopolitics and alongside conversations on healthcare, artificial intelligence, governance, law, sustainability, and human dignity above all. NXT is about community, a global platform for all humankind. The reason I speak of this, because the vision of NXT aligns deeply with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's philosophy of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas. Inclusive development, collective trust, and collective effort. And it is through this very journey, through conversations about technology, governance, and humanity, that I was drawn towards one painfully reality affecting millions of women across the globe. Breast cancer is today the most commonly diagnosed cancer among women worldwide. Every year, nearly 2.3 million women are diagnosed with this disease. Breast cancer is now the most common cancer among women in 157 of 185 countries. Experts suggest that by 2050, annual breast cancer cases could increase by nearly 40%, while deaths could rise by almost 70% if the current trends continue. Back home in India, breast cancer accounts for nearly 25% of all female cancer cases in the country. Every year, more than 230,000 new cases are reported in India. Nearly 60% of these cases are detected only in stage 3 or stage 4, when treatment becomes far more difficult. Medical science tells us something very important. Early detection can reduce mortality nearly by 95%. And globally, the cost of conventional breast cancer screening and follow-up diagnostics goes up to thousands of dollars, creating a significant barrier to early detection for millions of women. As a result, financial constraints alongside fear, hesitation, social stigma, lack of awareness, and the absence of dignified healthcare access continue to discourage timely screenings, not only in low-income countries, but even in many middle and high-income societies. I have always believed that technology must serve humanity where it matters the most. So we decided to build a solution, drawing upon an innovative Indian AI-powered technology, which we discovered during the NXT Conclave 25. We developed a model that has the potential to transform breast cancer screening not only in India, but across the world. On 17 September 25, we launched the Namo Shakti breast cancer screening mission. The idea was simple: take advanced healthcare technology directly to the doorstep of women. The mission used AI-powered thermalatics screening method, which is no pain, no touch, no see, and no radiation. Women could undergo screening with complete dignity and privacy, safety, right at their doorsteps. And on 8th of March, the mission created history by conducting 5,005 breast cancer screenings in a single day, creating a Guinness World Record. Namo Shakti Rath in less than 6 months grew into the world's largest breast cancer screening campaign. Today, more than 100,000 women have already been screened, but for us, the true achievement was never the record. The true achievement was every mother who overcame fear, every daughter who chose awareness, every sister who chose life over hesitation, and that ultimately is what technology must mean. Technology for the service of humanity. In many ways, that is also what the India-Germany partnership represents today. A strength in science, engineering, precision, and industrial excellence. India's strength in scale, innovation, digital transformation, and human-centered development. Together, these strengths can help build not merely stronger economies, but a more humane world order. A world where technology empowers humanity, where nations cooperate instead of compete destructively, and where ancient civilization wisdom guides modern global leadership. India and Germany began their relationship centuries ago through philosophy, language, and ideas. Today, the same relationship is being reborn through innovation, technology, healthcare, and shared global responsibility. I believe the next chapter of India-Germany relations will not simply be written in trade agreements or diplomatic communiques. It will be written in the collective effort to build a better future for all of humankind. Thank you very much.